Yes, comedians need to be funny, but there are loads of funny people out there. And there are things you can do outside of being funny that'll help you get booked more often. I'm Javier Jarquin, I've been a professional comedian for over 15 years, and here are 5 things comedians need to do besides being funny. Be reliable. This sounds stupid, but if you're booked for a gig, turn up to the gig. Sometimes you're going to need to pull out because of sickness or other things that are out of your control. But promoters and bookers will probably understand if you have to pull out of a gig because of a bigger opportunity, like you got a cruise or a TV spot or a run of nights somewhere else. But if you pull out of their gig for another gig that pays slightly more and you keep doing this over and over again, they're gonna stop booking you because they'll hear about it. Don't flake. It's so much better to build up a good relationship with a promoter or booker that'll keep giving you repeat bookings over years rather than an extra 50 quid somewhere on some random night. If you get booked for a gig, do the gig. Do your time. Comedy nights are designed to run on specific time frames. If you've been booked for 10 minutes, do 10 minutes. If you've been booked for 20, do 20. If you don't do your time, it looks really bad. It looks really unprofessional, reflects badly on you, and at worst, the promoter might think you've just run out of jokes. So they're not going to book you for a 20 if they think you can't even make it through a 10. Even if it's going badly, you should still do your time. Yeah, I know you're going to eat shit, but I know of comedians who have bombed but still been praised by the booker because they did their time. Just eat shit with a smile. So do your time, but also don't go over your time. Some clubs have restrictions on when the show must end, or maybe they've got to do another show and they need to get this audience out and a new one in, and all those timings can be screwed up by an act who is booked to do 20 minutes but ends up doing 25 or 30 or longer. I've seen it happen. Also, you should know when your time is up because you would have either asked for a light from the technician or you're wearing a watch. Don't be one of those comedians that asks the MC, hey, do I have time for one more? Because A, no you don't, and B, you should know the answer to that because you're a professional fucking comedian. Oh, it annoys me when people do this. If you go 1 or 2 minutes overtime, that's fine, but acts who keep consistently going overtime really just piss everyone off. Also, the more time aware you are, the easier this will get. You'll also start getting a good idea of how long your jokes and routines are. So when you look down at your watch and realize you've got 3 minutes left, you'll be able to think of a 3-minute joke to close with. And when you're asked to do something on TV or another special event where they want 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 8 minutes, you can start piecing together the bits you know will work to add up to that time. If you're not good at it, just start wearing a fucking watch. Best piece of advice I got when I moved to the UK was get a watch. Reply quickly. Sounds simple, but it's really easy to miss. If you're emailed about a date, reply as fast as you can. Promoters have an obscene amount of admin to get through, and the last thing they want to do is be chasing up comedians. Reply as soon as you can, whether you can do the gig or not. If you're known for quick replies, that makes things easier for promoters and bookers, and anything that makes their lives easier, they love. Just another thing they can tick off. Done. Make it easy for them. Also, if you don't reply quickly, chances are someone else did and would have got the gig instead of you. Turn up on time. Comedians are pretty used to being able to turn up to a gig and just walk straight on stage. However, if you do this, you will give the promoter a heart attack. Wondering if the act is going to make it on time is no promoter's favorite game. A proper comedy night will email out a confirmation email a few days before with all the information, the running order. You'll have a stage time and an arrival time on there. The arrival time should be anywhere between 15 minutes to 45 minutes before your stage time. Showing up for the arrival time shows you actually give a shit and will make the promoter feel much more at ease. If you can't make the arrival time because you've been delayed or something's happened, just let the promoter know. As long as they know what's happened and you can still make it before your stage time, you should be fine. Be honest with what's happened. Promoters can smell bullshit a mile away. If you're planning to come straight from another gig, let them know in the confirmation email that you'll be arriving a bit closer to your stage time because of this. And also let your first gig know what time you need to be away on. Managing expectations is just going to make everyone feel better. If you're the kind of act that just likes turning up unannounced right before your stage time, you better be fucking funny. Because promoters hate that shit. Be easy to work with. Spoiler alert, if you're a pain in the ass when you turn up for work, no one's going to want to work with you. Don't be a dick to the staff, the technicians, security, the audience, or the other comedians. Bookers will happily book a weaker act over your comedy gold if you're more trouble than you're worth. General rule, just don't be a dick. Simple, but I know so many comedians that this is too much for them. They don't get booked so much anymore. By the way, you can break all these rules if you are a big deal, but you better be a big fucking deal. And if you're a big deal, you're probably not watching this list. Oh, along these lines, if you turn up drunk to work, and stand-up comedy is one of those jobs where you can turn up to work drunk, just keep your shit together, on stage and in the green room. Be a functional drunk. Or maybe just don't turn up to work drunk. I've seen a lot of guys turn up to work drunk. Right, there are 5 things that comedians should be doing besides being funny. If you do these things, I bet you're gonna look more appealing than other comedians who don't. Let me know if you think I've missed anything in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Thanks very much, guys. I'll catch you next time. Bye.